The kids that have the most difficulty are the ones whose parents have a lot of conflict who are still married. I walked away from that interaction with that child thinking, I got to do something different, other than self-reports, or surveys, to try and show parents, look, the way that you're fighting is affecting your children's bodies. And from that point forward, I began to look at physiology and children's physiological reactions to their parents' conflict and other types of communication patterns, through things like their heart rates, their galvanic skin response to their sweat or arousal, and looking at stress hormones. And so, when your body is stressed, your brain tells the rest of your body to emit hormones like cortisol. So we take people's spit. You can tell a lot of things through a person's spit. Although sometimes people don't want to give us their spit. They're a little bit hesitant because they're like, are you cloning me? What are you going to do with this? DNA, you can actually tell a person's DNA. But we look at stress hormones because you can tell just from someone's spit how stressed their body is. And so, for example, we bring parents and adolescents into the lab, we sit them on a couch, and then we have them talk about something stressful about the parents' relationship. And these are parents and kids from divorced and non-divorced families. And then we take their spit before the interaction and at 3 or 4 times after the interaction to look at how their body is responding when they're talking about something stressful related to the parents' relationship. And what we found, for example, is that parents that have really good communication skills, they don't have very much conflict, they're supportive, they're competent in the way that they communicate, they're affectionate. It doesn't really stress out kids very much, that type of interaction. They stress out a little bit, get a little bit anxious, and then their bodies are able to calm down really quickly. Doesn't matter whether their parents are divorced or not. The kids that have the most difficulty are the ones whose parents have a lot of conflict who are still married. Those kids, after that type of an interaction, their anxiety levels are like you bouncing a super ball in this room. Their bodies are less able to calm down after an interaction like that. Now imagine if your parents are chronically fighting, what that can do inside to a child's body.